Okay, folks, solving equations with fractions. So solving equations involving fractions. So solve part A, 6 over x equals 5 over 4 or 5 quarters. Okay, now there are a few different ways here to actually solve this. One way is to actually cross multiply on both sides. So 6 times 4 makes 24 is equal to 5 times x makes 5x. Okay, so I've actually cross multiplied. So essentially I've times both sides, okay, by 4x, okay, essentially. Okay, next step now, to get x by itself, and I'm going to divide by 5. So divide this side by 5, divide this side by 5. These 5s, they cancel, so I have 24 fifths is equal to x. So 24 fifths is equal to x, or x equals 24 fifths. 24 over 5. So x equals 24 over 5. Okay, part B, we've got x minus 4, sorry, x over 4, sorry, minus 7 equals 12. Again, I've got two options here to obviously tackle this, okay? I'm going to start by adding 7 to both sides to balance each side respectively. So I have x over 4 or x quarters or x divided by 4 is equal to 19. So 12 plus 7 or 12 add 7 is 19. To get x by itself now, guys, is currently being divided by 4. So what's the inverse? Well done, you got it. So I'm going to multiply this side by 4 and times the right hand side by 4. So times in 19 by 4. Okay, a little trick here for times it by 4. You double it and then you double it again. So double 19 is 38. Double 38 is 76. So 19 times 4 is 76. And on the left hand side, these 4s, they cancel. Okay, we get x equals to 76. And for part C, we got 14 minus x over 5 equals 16. Step 1 here, okay, I'm going to add x over 5 to both sides and subtract the 16 on both sides. So on the left hand side, I'm going to have 14 minus 16 is equal to plus x over 5 or x fifths. Okay, so let's obviously simplify here the left hand side. 14 minus 16 makes minus 2 or negative 2. That will be equal to x over 5 or x fifths. To get x by itself, I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 5. So times this by 5 and times this side by 5. Minus 2 times 5 makes minus 10 or negative 10 is equal to x, okay? Because the times by 5 and the divide by 5, they cancel each other out, okay? So we get minus 10 equals x, or x equals minus 10, or x equals negative 10, okay? And that, guys, is the solution to our problem. Okay, so remember, when you have a fraction, to get rid of it, you multiply by the denominator. Okay, and when you have two fractions that are equal to each other, you cross multiply to get rid of the fraction on both sides. Okay, so yeah, okay, so now it's actually your turn. Okay, so obviously try this question here. So let's say I've got x over 2, I add 3, and I get 10. Okay, so what would the value of x be? Okay, that satisfies this equation. Okay, so pause it, have a go, and then drop your answer in the chat, sorry, in the comment section below. So I keep saying chat, I don't know why, because I'm so used to like doing so many lives that I keep saying like put your answers in the chat. Sorry, put your answers in the comment section below, either on TikTok or YouTube. Okay, and I'll aim to respond within a 24-hour to 48-hour window. Okay, so again, if you're unsure, use what I've done here in the previous examples to help you. You're doing the inverse process, okay, and rearrange to isolate and get the letter by itself. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we're essentially doing BIDMAS backwards. Okay, so BIDMAS backwards. Okay, so remember, your BIDMAS is your order of operations. So we have brackets, indices, division and multiplication here are the same level of importance. as are or as is addition and subtraction. Okay, so yeah, okay, I hope that makes sense.